Hey guys, it's TJ and welcome back to another story while I play Call of Duty. So this gameplay is not live because I got this gameplay and I thought I'd share it with you guys. It's like 30 kills, so I don't know, I just liked it and I thought I'd share it with you along with this story. So I'm going to be talking about the time that I went to the hospital for 2 weeks. I went code blue, which is where basically I almost died, and they didn't do the defibrillator thing, but they had to like reinflate my lungs basically. They thought I was gonna die. They thought little TJ was gonna be dead. I would have never been able to make another video for you guys. I did actually have a YouTube back then, but yeah, I would have never been able to make another video for you guys. You guys would probably die too because you can't live without my amazing videos. I'm just kidding. So anyway, I'm gonna be telling you guys how this happened, and I hope you enjoy, even though it's not really much of a funny story, seeing as it was a pretty young kid in the hospital for 2 weeks. But yeah, enjoy. So I was about 7, so this was about 3 months ago, back when I was 7, and I was, we were on our way to Disneyland with my cousins, Cole and Alex, who you might have seen in some of my videos, and my grandparents. So we were on our way there. We were in California. Me and my cousins, always like messed around. We were messing around in the car on the way there. There were a lot of funny moments, like on those long roads in between states. You know how there's like semi trucks and stuff. Well, we saw a ton of those because they were delivering things from one state to the other, and we would do the honking symbol, like like where you pretend that you're a trucker and you do the honk thing, and then the truckers honk at you. Yeah, so we did that. A lot of them honked. We ended up being neck and neck with this lady, and we were like doing faces. Well, my cousins weren't, but me being the I don't care what you think of me kid that I started doing faces at her, and then I expected her to be like, oh my gosh, that kid's so rude. But then she started doing it back, and me and my cousins started laughing, like we stuck our tongue out and stuff. It was pretty funny. And yeah, that has absolutely nothing to do with why I was in the hospital. It's not like we got hit by one of the semi-trucks, or I put my tongue out and like swallowed Ebola or something. No. That was just a side story, just kind of tell you. So we get to Disneyland. The first ride we ride is what we thought was Space Mountain, but it was like a Yeti thing. I don't remember what it's called, but there was a Yeti, and there was like a whole bunch of parts where you think the track's broken. And yeah, we thought it was just a joke, for the roller coaster, but it actually wasn't, and the entire roller coaster just flew off the broken track, and we all died. Except for me, who's in the hospital for 2 weeks. I'm just kidding. That actually has nothing to do with why I was in the hospital. And then it suddenly turns or like drops, so you don't actually fly off the track, obviously. That is also not the reason why I got hospitalized for 2 weeks, despite what you might think. We were at Disneyland for quite a while. I don't really remember how long exactly, but we were at Disneyland for quite a while. We were riding rides. We went like every single day for quite a few days. We get back, and on the ride home I wasn't really feeling that well. Like just kind of tired and just I don't know, just not feeling that well for whatever reason. And like my stomach was upset. I just had a headache. I was just tired, drained. We get home, and like I don't really have a great memory of this. I'm just going off what I've been told, because they put me into a medically induced coma and stuff like that, and I don't know why. I just don't remember much of it, but I'm just going from what I've been told. So like as we got home, and I had just felt super sick, just not good at all. And as a kid, I got hospitalized a lot for being sick, like not just a cold and we're like, oh my gosh, we have to go to the doctors. Like I actually got the flu and like tons of lung problems and had to go to the hospital and stuff. We went to the hospital after like I don't even think it was a day after we had arrived back at home after going to California. I think it was just like we got home for like a couple hours, and then I just had to leave, and I was not feeling well whatsoever. So we get there. I don't really remember. I think it started out with just the swine flu. This is where the story's gonna get a little sketchy because I don't really remember a ton of this, but I'll tell you guys what I do remember. So I remember I was on a bed. They were taking me in, I think, like right after they had just diagnosed me with swine flu, because this is when that swine flu outbreak thing was really bad. So I was on my way to my hospital room, I would assume, and they were like, do you know, they were like introducing the nurses' names. So yeah, there was one guy named Bo. He was like the nicest nurse you could ever imagine. Bo actually brought some of his son's video games to the hospital because he found out that I liked playing games. So he actually brought it over, and I don't remember what game I was playing, but yeah, I played games and stuff, and I just thought that was really nice. He was just always super nice, just always checked in on me. There were days where, like, he had the day off, but he wanted to be there for me, obviously, because, you know, they thought I was gonna die, and just because he was super nice. So yeah, he was just an awesome nurse. And then there was one person named Violet, and they were like, you know how you can remember Violet? She always wears a violet colored shirt, and she always did. And, the other ones I don't really remember. Those two were just the main ones. I remember Bo because of how awesome he was, and Violet because she always wore a violet shirt. So basically, I end up getting double viral pneumonia, which is basically where you have, like, liquid in both of your lungs and makes it really hard to breathe. So I basically had a machine breathe for me. I had, like, tubes all the way in my lungs and stuff. It was not fun. They put me into a coma where basically I was asleep for a long time, which is why I don't remember a lot of this. So I was asleep for a very long time, for like most of it. I do remember sometimes where I was pretty high on like painkillers and stuff. And there was this one time where I like woke up and I looked down. Like I woke up and hospital beds are pretty raised up if you don't know. So I looked down and I see my dad on a chair, and I don't know why I thought this, but I thought he was on like the floor below me, and that I was on like not a floating platform, but just a separate platform where I could look to the floor down. I was like, come on up. And then he stands up and I was like, whoa, that was fast. And then I remember I had to go pee, and I'm not going to go into detail, but I had a catheter basically. And my mom was like, it's a magic bed, don't worry. And then I didn't believe that it was a magic bed. I thought the bed like was more absorbent in one area, so all of it would get absorbed and put into a pipe. That's what I thought. But nope, there was a tube. I'm not gonna go into detail. Anyway, that happened. I got a ton of like stuffed animals and gifts because people thought I was gonna die. Like the doctor said, he's not gonna make it. Like people really did think I was gonna die. Like they thought this was the end of the road for me. And my mom told me about this time where she was there, and I pushed her away, and I was like, go away, no, come back, go away, no, come back, for like 3 minutes. But then, eventually, I started healing, like, really rapidly. They were like, oh, you'll be out in 2 weeks, oh, you'll be out in 1 week, oh, you'll be out in 3 days, and then I just rapidly recovered. It was really cool. I ate my first meal for like for the first time in 2 weeks because I had it all just injected into me instead of like actually eating. And I remember I could choose anything I wanted. For breakfast I had a burrito, not a breakfast burrito, like a normal burrito with like hamburger meat, cheese, all that stuff. For lunch I had grilled cheese, and for dinner I had pancakes. And then so yeah, we ended up going home like a day after I started recovering. I couldn't walk at all because I had not walked in 13 days. So I was like, Dad, I want to go downstairs. And he'd be like, okay. And then he'd have to carry me downstairs. I'm like, Dad, I want to go upstairs. And obviously, you know, I slowly walked more and more and got my legs to the amazing muscular beasts they are now. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But, yeah. So I think that's pretty much the story. I haven't really been hospitalized since. That really ramped up my immune system, and I really don't get sick that much anymore. But anyway, I know that was a longer story. I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. If you made it to the end, comment. If you made it to the end, comment breakfast burrito. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're from Overt's like commentator buffet, because I know he's going to be announcing that shortly, so some people might be coming from there, then hi, how are you? Hope you stay well, and yeah, see ya.